Hi, good afternoon. I'm Mikila Lacson and I'm your teacher. So for today is I'm going to discuss to you what is the elements of communication. Actually, there are 5 types of elements of communication. And the first one is sender and receiver. So what is sender? Sender is convey message by converting their thoughts into symbols or observable signals such as words. Codification is usually done through the use of language. Receiver. So what is receiver? Receiver hear the signals and convert the symbols into their thoughts, decoding, disappearing, or interpretation. The receiver must here observe the signals correctly. So the second one is message. So message are the ideas or thoughts that are transmitted from sender to receiver. So what is message? They are the results of the interpretation of symbols when meaning is derived from observable signals. Correct interpretation by the receiver of the symbols sent by sender is greatly affected by similarity between the culture and the experience of the sender and receiver. So the third one is verbal and non-verbal symbols. So what is non-verbal and non-verbal symbols? First, symbols are observable signal transmitted from sender to receiver. They can come in any observable form. A. Spoken signals such as spoken words. B. Printed symbols can be read or printed words. C. Hand signals that are seen or sign language. And D. Or even symbols that are felt. Braille writing. And the fourth is channel. So what is channel? Channels refers to the medium through which the message is sent. It connects the sender and the receiver. Usually, it is the air around the sender and the receiver. When the sender uses a microphone or other device, then that becomes part of the channel. The quality of a channel depends on how free it is noise. So what is the fifth naman? Fifth is a feedback. What is feedback? Feedback enables the sender to make adjustments to the signals he or she sent, such as improving the pronunciation of words or speaking louder. Feedback is very important in producing understanding between sender and the receiver. So there are 3 types of communication. Number 1 is the intrapersonal, and the second one is the interpersonal, and the third one is the public communication. So what is the intrapersonal communication? Intrapersonal communication involves talking to yourself. It may involve deliberation where you think about your decision or possible course of action. So that is intrapersonal. The example is when you're talking to yourself. That is the example of interpersonal. So the second one is interpersonal. So what is interpersonal? Interpersonal communication involves talking to one or a limited number of people. This requires you to adjust your speech to suit the character and personality of the person or people you talk to. So that is interpersonal. And the third one is the public communication. So what is public communication? Involves communicating to wide group of people with very varied traits, background, interests, and persuasion. Sorry for my voice. Engaging in this type of communication means avoiding specialized language such as jargon or slang. This type of communication also requires you to avoid topics or discussion that may be understandable to only a select few. Public communication also limits the opportunity for feedback and clarification due to the large number of participants. So, this is the end of my discussion. I hope you learned something about it. So, see you to my next discussion. Thank you.